apparition, so the damage is there, but the stuns don't. Slider and Alchemist really come. And they go for the brood.
Brood again?
Yeah. If Alliance don't control, it's probably going to be the bigger thing. Like, if Admiral Bulldog slips in his control of Spiderlings, that Alchemist is going to get so fat, so quick.
Yeah, I'm just looking at whether it's like Slardar, Alchemist, Gyrocopter,
it doesn't.
Winter Wyvern.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
The valuable heroes against Brood.
I'm very skeptical, but if Bulldog can pull this off, then it's going to be huge for him. But as Cab said, Team Liquid, the counter is for that line.
You really should prepare for battle.
From analysts to casters, let's do it, Rio.
Let's do it. From scrubs to something.
Like the camera was on me at that awkward point.
It's okay, man.
Alright, Soul Ring first for Admiral Bulldog Alliance are going to be trying to set up on the top rune. Liquid may try and fight them, though. They've got some decent heroes for it. Alchemist isn't amazing, obviously, because he's going to go Bounty first, but Gyrocopter and Undying are some of the stronger heroes at level 1. Especially if they could start spamming out the Decay nice and early.
Yeah, you always want to contest the Alch's Greevil's Greed early on. It's just, you know, a cat and mouse game always for these runes when you're playing against them. So we'll see if they get the better of it, if Team Liquid can dodge or...
I think Alliance honestly should dodge. I know you don't want to give up the Alchemist, that Greevil's Greed, but it's still a scary proposition going into this Liquid team. Looks like they are going to be able to get the top rune.
Nah, Bulldog. They actually, if he clicked on the enemy heroes, he would have realized that they had no sentries or anything. He could have maybe went for the play, but...
I mean, that's well worth it. People have talked about the idea of giving up First Blood in exchange for Bounty Rune.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, because of the experience, because you're able to get back in lane in time. Oftentimes it's worth it. Obviously, it's even more worth it if it's the Alchemist.
When I was going to reference Eternal Envy, just because he did it once, he blinked in with an anti-mage, and he died for it, but he denied the 500 gold to him, and I think it's well worth it because you're still going to be splitting that gold between 4 or 5 heroes.
Yeah.
So you're not getting as much, and...
So sure enough, Alliance are going to be running a dual lane here in the mid with Ake on the Bane trying to harass out Fauna. It's not terribly surprising, but this does leave us with a double melee matchup for Slardar, so this should be one of the more favorable offlanes we'll see Mind Control getting.
Well, the good thing for Bulldog is they really don't have the disable, but they have the slow. They have the slow from the Arctic Burn, and then they can easily chase him down, I feel, with the Rocket Barrage. So he still has to be very careful, even though there's not that many stuns. Oh, bottom lane. Loda taking so much damage from the tower. They dove so hard for that kill.
And Mind Control, at least for a few seconds, is back in control until Loda pops that healing self, comes back. Admiral Bulldog, meanwhile, constantly being zoned out. Chilling Touch and Arctic Burn getting a lot of damage on Admiral Bulldog. He finally goes back to invis and outside of that counter ward, but not before the damage has been done. It's going to be a rather slow Soul Ring, even though he started off with a recipe and 325 gold. Working towards it, he's just operating off of tick gold after that.
Yeah, he kind of needs to put down a sentry when they're not around. Oh my goodness, the Chilling Touch right click for Admiral Bulldog. If he could actually get, you know, a salve come out to him, and then he can, you know, put down the sentry, eat these these sentries, it could be very effective. But he doesn't know where they're at.
Look at the CS board. You know how absurd this is? Like, half of the people have 0. The other couple of heroes that have any CS are 1, 1, and 3 CS so far. Everyone's spending so much time trying to zone out a hero or try and get some sort of kill. Kebab, you took that bounty rune, but you're going to be giving up first blood to Fada. So it does make up for it.
It would have been about the same.
He hadn't picked up a single CS. Or actually, take that back. He's picked up 1 CS, and then he managed to get that first blood.
Now his most net worth on the board.
All of a sudden.
You're back, though.
Oh,
nice.
The Bane sleep. They already get him back. Now he does have the stun. Is he going to try and go for a deny? It looks like he was hoping for it. Unfortunately, too much damage in time, and he's going to have to TP back out the lane.
Oh man, this is giving me flashbacks to like 2 years ago when I used to see this a lot. Oh, bottom lane, they still don't have enough. They really need to rotate the Bane down if they want to, kill mind control.
But both teams are very set on shutting down the heroes that they've started from the laning phase shutting down.
Oh, yeah.
The supports aren't moving it well. They weren't moving out of the top lane. Jarex is actually stacking a little bit. But they know the Alchemist can make the recovery, while Broodmother, it's essential to keep, the Broodmother down for as long as possible, while the Bane's doing something similar in this middle lane.
Oh, he missed the skewer. You saw that. But they had the sleep. They had the sleep set up, so I'm surprised that Ake didn't go for it again. That could have been another kill potentially going on to the Alchemist here. And yeah, I think though the Brood can always catch back up. You only really need to get that level 5, and then once the supports start rotating around or anything happens, you're just going to get so much space. You're going to take the tower, and I'm curious to see what he goes for. Oh, mid lane. They're going to be rotating over.
S4 is dropped incredibly low. They're going to hit him with the unstable concoction, but don't choose to pursue with that Arctic burn. Probably got to gun some more damage on him, but they made the call that it wasn't going to be enough. So our big winners in CS are going to be the Gyrocopter, the Magnus, as well as the Juggernaut. So right now Alliance are doing a bit better than Liquid in just CS, but of course talk about net worth and it becomes an entirely different story with Alchemist getting just free boatloads of net worth via bounty runes. The first one and now the third one goes to him.
This is just not fair. How can a hero have 3 CS?
Second in net worth and 3 CS.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah, it seems like a totally viable way to play Dota.
He's just gonna rotate into the support position. I mean, well, now that he's almost level 5, he's gonna rotate into the jungle. Do they have any stacks for him? Are they building?
Yeah, they have this one medium stack that they were doing. They missed one of the stacks though. It's supposed to be a triple stack, but fortunately missed out. Loda, still level 4, so can't really threaten mind control all that much.
Yeah, the biggest benefactors in this game are probably the offlaners, just because there's no stuns on either side. Mind control is, however, losing out to Bulldog though. Bulldog's 5 and he's only level 3, so the Undying has been doing really well.
They're doing a lot better job denying on Loda than the Gyrocopter has.
And then some of the CS is inflated just because of the Spiderlings too. So I would say it's about kind of even. So we'll see. Mid lane though, they're giving so much space to Ake now, and what's happened with S4? He's rotated into the jungle. I'm curious to see. He's gonna probably rush the Blink Dagger, holding onto it. Normally you would see the. I guess if you go the semi carry build, you go for treads normally, or if you want to be more supportive, and you get the arcane boots. But he's gonna be rotating down here. They might be able to get this kill on mind control.
He backs out in time, hits the stun.
Oh, he's juking it. But
S4 still hoping to be able to get him, but another stun comes out, and S4 is unable to hit the skewer.
You know what I would like to see right now from Alliance? Somebody smoking and invading the enemy jungle and just warding up. The one of the Alchemists is doing something. Oh, they got to sleep for Fada. Are they going to contest this? Oh, they can skewer him up on the hill.
Unstable concoction. The skewer's going to come out, but Jarex actually woke him up in the perfect time, and they do manage to get away. Both the support and now the Invis rune on Alchemist lets them get away.
Yeah, skewering up the Wyvern isn't all that benefactory.
Whoa!
That happened.
Kuro, he ends up going down to the top lane. We're talking about how powerful the Broodmother can be once she starts getting some movement in this lane. She's got that host of Spiderlings. The heroes like Ancient Apparition and Winter Wyvern are not really a match for it.
Yeah, Jarex needs some level. Yeah, you need to get the levels though for the Splinter Blast and then you can help out a lot clearing out these pesky spiders.
Kuro's going to be taking taking over the middle lane, though. Obviously, there's a bit more incentive to get the Ancient Apparition to level 6 because you're a pretty useless hero without Ice Blast. So they're going to put him in the mid lane, and Fada's going to obviously do full-time jungle.
Are they going to RP for this bottom lane yet?
Mind control, faking out the RP. Loda has the Omni Slash. He's going to throw it down. Unable to get the crush off in time. There's just too much damage. There's a problem with Slardar. He was fine going up against this double melee matchup for a while, but once the Juggernaut hits his level 6, it's almost a guaranteed kill.
Seems like S4 just wants to put as much pressure on the bottom lane. He keeps on rotating down, trying to stop the Slardar, just giving so much space to Ake to get level 6, and it comes at a price. Like you said, Kuroki's in the mid lane. They're both going to be top lane.
Oh, the ultimate gets laid out, but still, Broodmother managed to get Matumba Man before Matumba Man got Broodmother.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Well,
4-2 now. We still have the Alchemist stack as an okay net worth lead over the rest of these teams.
So good for Admiral Bulldog right now. He's just climbing his way back up.
Loda is a denying machine. Good lord. I'm watching him. He's just like last hitting underneath the enemy tower, constantly getting these denies.
Just go play.
He's 30 denies right now.
He should just go play an RPG, man. He's in the wrong game.
Or mind control. He should be like level 6 by now if it wasn't for all these denies.
Yep. Good zoning out from the stand-in Kebab and nice denies coming in from Loda. And we're going to be looking at Bulldog rushing this Orchid. I think it's really good if you can get it off at the same time as the Alchemist doesn't get his Chemical Rage off. If he does get it off, then you're most likely not going to kill him. And even though he's going for the Orchid, he still might have a very hard time killing him just because he's going for the Solar Crest on Fada. So he's still going to be very tanky even when he doesn't have the ulti on.
Stopping the unstable concoction.
Oh, Jerax. Oh my goodness.
He gets into the trees. The spiders are still following, though. Jerax is going to die eventually here, and there's not much Fada can do about it. Throws out a nuke. That's all he can do. Fada is going to be matched up, it looks like, against the Broodmother from here on out, but Admiral Bulldog's just going to be careful not to give up. Matumba Man has been spotted by Kebab. They're going to be able to get the sleep back into the tower. They get off the ultimate, but the RP is laid down. Matumba Man will die underneath this one, and Liquid just seemed to be missing out on something. The Ice Blast hits Ake, and is he going to take out? It's going to be close.
He's dead. He's dead.
Tick, tick, tick. He's going to go to 80 HP.
Oh, no! Okay.
No.
Yeah, this is a nice try, but
the end, that Ice Blast still gets him. Liquid are kind of spreading their experience around, like because of the fact that Gyrocopter came bottom, and then it went to Wyvern. Well, he got that kill on the Broodmother, or was able to get the full experience of it, so he jumped up to level 6 really quickly. Then you had the Ancient Apparition mid, while Fada was farming jungle. They are doing things perhaps a little bit more efficiently in that regard, but Alliance are definitely making up for it. There's a large number of kills that they're getting, and they're going to get another one. Splinter Blast gets played out. He gets a lot of these spiders out with dust, and maybe Fada can actually catch something here. Unfortunately, Admiral Bulldog has gotten away.
And Bulldog might even just... Oh man, so good right now from Admiral Bulldog, playing like an absolute monster in these last 2 games.
But they're going to catch Admiral Bulldog with the ultimate, but that's not going to be good enough. They need another counter where they actually have it inside the laning phase. They're going to be able to see Admiral Bulldog get that unstable concoction, and they will get that kill. Jerax is going to pick it up off the Splinter Blast. Sweet, sweet revenge for our Winter Wyvern. Meanwhile, Slardar did go down to the bottom lane. Once again, looks like an Omni Slash kill. Kind of expected.
I figure out, okay, so Loda's going to
But he's still not level 6.
He's just getting shut down, and that's normally what you want from your Slardar. Normally you can smoke in, have a dust on hand, and then you can find out the Brood. Amplify damage, and then you can get these easy pickoffs because you'll have sight of him all the time. So, But since he's been shut down so hard, I mean, AA's level 7. And this is just...
Yeah, the supports are getting their levels just fine. Slardar, unfortunately, he's had a harder time. Just now gets his level 6. You already have a Blink Dagger on S, but whoa, that... what? Certainly wasn't the jump.
That's just bait. Nobody's even TPing.
RP laid down. Mind control is still going to die here. Gets off the wands, gets off the stun as well. Just throws down an amp.
Bottom lane, they're going to get Loda to...
Oh, wow.
Nice
Jerax was enough to get the kill on the Juggernaut.
Yep. Easy one, too. Top lane, still Fada is just around here. I'm wondering if he doesn't go for just a Radiance or something at this point.
Oh my god, Gyrocopter. He got the Undying, tried to go uphill, runs right into him. You gotta blame that one on you,
I
Rip.
feel like a broken record.
Not my fault. Not my. Well, I'm just talking about Fada, man. He's got 2.5k. I mean, this is the perfect time just to go for the Radiance. You're going to be going against a Broodmother. Still adds a little bit of evasion, but
no, I'm down with this. I'm absolutely down with this.
seems like the only person who can really contest the Brood right now.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, Fada's
tower
like
is under attack.
actually doing something pretty interesting, trying to get the like neutral creeps with the pull. Trying
Bottom,
to just basically
Jarex.
double down his farm. Jarek's getting away. He's gonna TP out. He'll be fine. Ake can't see him in time.
That's so annoying how trees just break when you fall to the ground.
Oh, he's going Shadow Blade, and then what? He picks up a gem and just hunts down the Broodmother.
That could be something really good. He could just create a lot of space for his team. They just really need to have the Slardar just come up here now or soon and just try to find out Bulldog, amplify him. Oh, is this Chemical Rage wearing off? Yes, it is. Bulldog's going to go on him.
Oh,
but,
the TP out though. Fada was prepared for this exact situation.
Yeah, they really needed to have Ake really... Ake has a smoke 2 on him right now. He's level 7. He could have TP'd up there. Maybe could have done something, but instead not going to be using it. That could have been the tier 1 top. So maybe a bit of misplay from Alliance showing that Orchid too early.
Another Winter's Curse is ready to go on the Winter Wyvern. It looks like they may want to try and jump the Juggernaut at the bottom lane. Meanwhile, this top lane, it's going to be a pretty quick kill on the
Who's jumping
tower.
who on the bottom lane is what are you saying?
Yeah, really. S4 has now joined forces. Going to come forward.
Like nobody's business.
Invis. Tier 1 tower about to drop. Fada just now getting here, and Broodmother obviously can't afford to feed away into the Spider Link signal. Oh, they get mind control. Winter's Curse gets laid up, but it's not enough. There's still enough nuke damage, and Jarex has thrown down that long cooldown ultimate for nothing. Liquid should now be losing their tier 1 at the bottom lane.
Yeah, and then the Shadow Blade is scouted out in the top lane, so you weren't even going to be able to get a pick off with it. So unveiling that is not too good. Maybe not spin here. And, well, Karoki, are they going to drop the Tombstone? There we go.
Fada's here with his Shadow Blade. Have an Ice Blast. Looks like Kabam's going to be the target. They should quickly get this kill. Curl may die to the Brain Sap. Ake gets that one, but a Beam Grip, that's going to be tough. Mind Control gets some 2-man RP. They've got loaded with the Omni Slash. Lucky has the Empower, but it's not going to be enough. Fada just seems to be taking through it. He has Unsimple Concoction ready to go. Just waiting up the spin duration. He gets the kill. S4 cleans it up. What was that, a 3 for 3 or something? 2 for 3?
Yeah, it looks like
Liquid lost their Alchemist, though, and Broodmother obviously.
they're getting a better trade from the Alliance side, even though they lost it, but still getting primary targeting the Alchemist down, and that's why we're going to be blinking down, and then just space for Bulldog to do what he always does.
Yeah.
And so it's looking really good. I think it was a little bit of Kebab, kind of like, hey, let's go, guys, let's go, but didn't under.
Ready to intercept or wrap around. It's Liquid try and rotate.
Damn it, man, we'll be getting a free tower in the bottom lane. We'll be, oh, is he? Or is he? Oh, they have the setup.
Yeah, he's got the Fiend's Grip. Now they have the rest of the TPs in. With S4, they should easily be able to get this kill the most.
Nice.
Oh, and the deny, too. They get the Ice Blast. RP was used. They were rather scared of that one. Now they may still be intercepted. It looks like Fada's going to pop its Unstable Concoction. That's a bit early, though. Mind Control's going to find somebody. It's going to be Ake. He'll get that one kill. At least should anyway. Maybe not. not, Fada. You're going to have to run him down for him. He'll get him in the end, but okay, doesn't have mana for anything, so Unstable Concoction will get that kill.
Oh, top lane, Jerax is orchided up. Is he going to get chased down? No, he lost to... See, this is where the phase boost comes really in handy on the Broodmother. And surprising enough, he didn't get in range for the use of his ulti, so... Jerax.
There's that boots of travel for the Juggernaut.
No, bottom lane, once again, S4 is in trouble, they can throw it.
But at the same time, Curl's going to be dying to the Omni Slash. S4 trying to get away. Mind Control's ready to go with a stun. He doesn't have a blink up, so it looks like S4 is going to be caught by that stun. He has no follow-up, though, unless Mind Control gets... No, he doesn't even have Bash, so there really isn't much opportunity unless he manages to push him up just now with a stun. Still not enough. That's finally here. Gets the Unstable Concoction into the river with two on the other side. They easily clean up the Undying as well. Get the Tombstone. Winter Wyvern, he's going to be dying as the Orchid comes in from Admiral Bulldog with all those little spiderlings. They clean up the tower as well. They managed to get out. Admiral Bulldog, once again, he's the X factor that's making sure they're winning these fights.
Yeah, definitely. But at the side of things, we are looking at a Roche Fada stunning himself to Roche.
You got to scratch your head at that one.
I saw you scratch it too.
He really thought there was somebody here, I guess.
I don't know, but I guess this is going to be a good trade for Liquid in the end, just because they're going to get the Roche.
You lucky devil, 430 gold off of Bounty Rune in 18 minutes. That's just disgusting.
He only has 2 into Greevil's Greed too. He's just playing the constant initiator, going around stopping the brood, and is he gonna find him out? That is the question. Oh, he's gonna find him.
He's gonna find something, all right. He needs to actually see Admiral Bulldog, gets him with the Unstable Concoction.
Oh, he's out of range.
Throws out the dust, but the dust was there. Admiral Bulldog got enough distance. They're gonna get some of those spiders, but it's only with the Ice Blast, not with Fada's Acid Spray, and the Greevil's Greed not gonna benefit.
And that's why sometimes you really wish you had the Blink Dagger instead of the Shadow Blade. But because you could have immediately just jumped right.
They're still gonna find him though. Jerax comes in, throws down a counter ward. Uh-oh.
Who's finding who?
Orchid? Oh, Jerax is dead. That Orchid's gonna pop him. And Fada has nothing to do now. Stunning himself once again. Mind Control still trying to finish up that Blink Dagger while bottom lane's being pushed out by Mataba Man. Looks like he's... I haven't talked too much about Mataba Man, but he's actually been spending a lot of time kind of pushing out some of these lanes. Bottom lane especially, away from the Broodmother.
Yeah, he's been finding farm where he can. He's 3rd on net worth right now, up to 8k. He's got the Aegis ready. So this is definitely Liquid's time to pressure. He just got an Alpha Wolf too. Thanks, guys. That'll help a lot in the next team fight.
He's still really squishy though. One Omni Slash kills him rather easily.
Yeah, especially with the Empower buff. It's only level 2, because the S4 is only level 11 right now, but still, that's why I like seeing these Juggernaut builds. Just go for the mobility as much as you can on Loda. You don't need Battle Fury. You do not need it anymore, especially when you have the Empower, so this is going to be good. He's going for the Sanjin Yasha, it looks like. Huh? I mean, it seems like we've seen this picture at least 5 times in the last 10 minutes. Jerax goes to the top lane and almost dies or dies. Oh, look at all that farm.
Yeah, he gets a lot of Splinter Blast targets at least. The Acid Spray will clean up a couple. Yeah, it'll get some of them. There's some profit there for Fada. But Jerax, don't get caught again, my friend. Wake's seen him and he's not running to the haste rune. We know if he just ran down and got the haste rune, he'd be okay. But without that exact escape plan, he was going to be run down by Alliance once again. Still, though, he scouts that out, which means the Matumba Man continues to push out that middle lane. And also, they know that bottom lane's available. Fada, uh-oh, he's slept up, boots and travels in. They're going to surround the Omni Slash gets laid down. Fada is dead. Gyrocopter Ultimate just slowing down some of these heroes, so maybe they can get out. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they were actually trying to catch some of these heroes, and maybe if they were just a bit faster, maybe he had that Blink Dagger ready to go. They could have stopped. Matamba Man does get slept up. The Wolf wakes him up, though. Good little Wolfie. Now he's going to turn on to Ake. Matamba Man wants to fight this one out. They know they don't have the Omni Slash, but the RP being threatened. S4 waiting in the side. They do still have the ample high damage. Mind Control is going to be locked down by that RP in order to save Loda's life. But Mind Control is still hoping to be able to pick up more. S4, he's going to be the target farther up. The Ice Blast landed in Ake. He's not going to take out this time around.
Yeah, that was a good RP though. Saving your carry. Sacrificial Lamb for S4. He was thinking about it. He was like, oh, if I RP, he would have only caught the Gyrocopter there. So it was a good no call there from him. But still, Matamba Man up to... Oh, yeah, now he's got a Cardi. We saw last time what happened. I love this play from him. Just waking up after that nifty little thing, and
He actually goes the Manta style. Full on split pushing. Okay, never mind. He's not sure what he's going for. He sells the Manta recipe because he could afford the full Manta right now if he wants.
yeah, Manta style is good when you're going against Juggernaut, but not when they have Empower. Like,
Yeah.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I don't agree either.
So, yeah,
It would have been good for more split pushing, or like just throw illusions down a lane, but Vada's coming in. Oh no, Vada. He was spotted out at some point in time. That Ice Blast doesn't come in time to scout out Kebab. They saw him. It's going to pop the dust now, but this is not a fight that Vada can go into without unstable concoction.
Yeah, and they still have Force Staff up on S4, so Kebab's still in a perfectly fine position here, kind of baiting out.
Vada's timings on unstable concoction have not been great.
It's just the Shadow Blade over the Blink Dagger. Sure, he has a Blink Dagger this time, but
Control gets away with the blink on blink action.
he just got juked that time around.
This is not a good sign for Team Liquid. When you're Alchemist, who very clearly, I mean, we've seen the way that he just gets so much gold from these bounty runes or stacks. He's not top of the net worth board. That should never happen for an Alchemist game. Which just means Alliance doing a great job controlling him and also farming up well on Admiral Bulldog. He's been quite the star so far.
Yeah, I think Vada might be kicking himself in the butt for not going for that Radiance. I mean, he could have definitely had a lot more net worth than this. Oh, they know what
Invis Rune pops the Shadow Blade now. They can get the quick stun on Loda before he gets off anything. The Ice Blast is not going to be here, but maybe they can still right-click him down. He's down to half HP. Winter's Curse Blade down with the amp damage. They'll definitely get that kill. Age being threatened, but with the TP seeing coming in. Liquid just want to back up. Fortunately, their tier 2 towers still forfeit.
I'm surprising he knew he was up there, too, because they had no vision, and all of a sudden he just went into the Shadow Blade.
Is Matu a functioning, like, Broodmother? Every single time, he just seems to be countering the Broodmother's action on the opposite side of the map. Broodmother pushes down a tower, the Tumba Man pushes down a tower.
That's what the big bad Tumba Man does. At your door all the time, just like Bulldog. Both of these players have been playing exceptionally well this game so far, and I'm curious to see what Bulldog goes for next. He has 3.2k gold. Alright, so he's going to finally finish Treads. I still think Phase Boots is really good. It's great because you can synergize words right out of my mouth. It's like you're in my head.
That's what good co-casters do, buddy.
Okay.
Liquid do the 5-man smoke. See if they can find somebody.
And they probably will find Admiral Bulldog.
I mean, Admiral Bulldog's in the trees, though. It's always difficult to catch him. He's got the AC complete.
That means no buyback, though.
Smokes haven't popped just yet. They're going to go back into the Roshan pit. No, they know there's a spider there. They know there's never a chance to sneak Roshan. So it seems just kind of like pointless what they're doing right now. No real clear directive.
And Oda once again on the front lines. Bulldog is not here. If they had started that team fight, then Liquid could have maybe gone out on top. But still, you still have the S4 with his Force Staff. And now you have Bane. This is looking really good for Alliance.
Halberd for the Juggernaut.
What?
He actually uses that stage to get some evasion of his own and a disarm against a team that doesn't have BKBs. This could actually be super valuable in this next fight. Alliance know it too. Fada sitting in there with a Shadow Blade. He's already got his Chemical Rage out, but he's going to stun himself. This is really bad for Liquid.
They have the gem on S4. Do they have vision on it?
They can't afford to just lose this fight due to the fact that they don't have Chemical Rage anymore. So Liquid probably need to stall time now.
Matumba Man in the front.
Oh, Matumba Man, don't get initiated like that. Oh, that's going to be 3 ultimates. They do have a response, though, but Winter Wyvern's already dead. 3-man. Nice blast, unstable concoction. Never mind, Alliance. They stumbled into a trap of their own. Beautiful setup there for Winter Wyvern responds, and now they're going to try and catch even more. Admiral Bulldog, he's been spotted as he tried to go for the Ancient Apparition, and that is going to be a 4th down now.
It's just the crush. Oh my goodness, the crush into Alchemist. It's just, they have too many cores, it feels like, on the side of Liquid here. If it's not Matumba Man, it's Fada. And then you also have Mind Control just coming in, easy cleanup. That Kuroki AA blast over the top. Superb play coming in from them. Sure, you kill one of our heroes, but oh man.
Alliance, they really got to be a bit more careful with their positioning in this sort of group up. S4 bought back from that one too. I really think that the attempted skewer play was unnecessary, right? It seemed like Matumba Man was fairly well caught in a bad position just through the Fiend script. Him grouping everybody together via the skewer was not ideal.
It's just very hard to play when you're this hero, you're Magnus. You have to have, that's your only initiation basically in this game. You kind of want to use your skewer just to get somebody out of position, then Force Staff in, and then hit that big RP. But S4 really hasn't had the opportunity to seize. So now looking at this, Matumba Man is going to have this butterfly completed. This tier 2 tower is going to go down, and with the Aegis still in a long time, I would say that Liquid have a really good chance just to go the high ground if they really want to. I don't see how they're going to kill Gyrocopter as well as this. I mean, they can't even kill the Alchemist either. So they just need to itemize better. I mean, Loda doesn't have anything. Sure, he has all these utility items, but he doesn't really have the DPS right now. He's only sitting at 200.
5-man smoke wrap around. Jerix is here. Do they realize where he's at? Yeah, S4 does. He gets the skewer back for the Winter's Curse play down. Now the follow up. They get the Ice Blast over the top onto 2. That should be S4 going down. Admiral Bulldog's going to try and battle it out with his BKB on the front lines, going on Fada, but it's not enough. Now the Omni Slash, it just doesn't seem to do much damage. Even Kuro survives through it, and Matumba Man still has an extra life. They're going to try and surround Loda here. Kuro doesn't want to get too close, though. And Fada, well, he got slept up, so no real pursuit there. Blinks up, but Loda's going to go for the TP out. We'll be fine. Liquid realizing there's no need to go on that Juggernaut anymore. It looks like they're just going to continue to push out now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They're just, yeah, it looking like they're just way too far behind. It's Winter Wyvern. They need the Orchid off onto him first. Like, I would really love to see if Bulldog should have went for like a Blink Dagger Orchid onto the Wyvern. Like, it is just too much control right now happening in.
Matumba Man heals himself back up to full via the Satanic, knowing that he's still got that second life, and Satanic will be off cooldown when it's needed. Unstable Concoction, just buying more time before Loda can actually come forward with his illusions. Looks like the melee Rax is going to go down here. Disarm buys a little bit more time. Ice Blast coming in. This could actually be a pretty decent position for Alliance to fight soon. Ake almost dying just to that flat cannon shot. Melee Rax does go down. Liquid, knowing that many of their ultimates are on cooldown, trying to back up. Chemical Rage and Ice Blast still needs some time.
Yep. Didn't have all their heroes there. Roki's still in the fountain, which you're kind of fine with throwing these AA Blast all over the map. He doesn't necessarily need to be there. Curse probably just came back up, and with Gyro having no mana, it's really hard to just keep continuing. It's kind of like a last-ditch effort Alliance need to just pull right now.
This is an Abyssal for Fada, correct? Or is he looking to really stop the S4 Blink with Radiance?
No, if he was Radiance, he would have probably bought it already. I guess you could say buyback, but at this stages in the game, they're just so far ahead, you kind of don't need to worry about the buybacks. As long as Matumba Man has it, one of your cores, but he doesn't have it. He's all in too. But I would be too at this scenario. It's not looking pretty for Alliance.
He's got the Aegis. He's feeling pretty confident about it. They're going to come in from behind. Looks like they want to try and stop Jarex first. They do get the nice Nightmare and Skewer back that puts Matumba Man into a bad position. The supports are still being gone on by Admiral Bulldog, and the cores do need to try and respond. Stun. Looks like Admiral Bulldog managed to dodge that one ever so barely and sitting in the trees, waiting out his time.
I would like to point out
Tier 3 tower does go down.
Has fallen.
Supports continue to be threatened by those spiders. They got his guy eventually. Admiral Bulldog now popping his head out there. Ice Blast gets laid in. Oh, Matumba Man's right in the middle of this fight. Managed to slow down 3. Will be able to get 2 pickups. Now the Winter's Curse on Loda ensures that this is going to be the end of the fight. Admiral Bulldog hopes to be able to get Jarex at the very minimum, but he can't even get that much. The Orchid will get the kill after his death. But post-mortem is not the words that Alliance were looking for here. As they lose game number 3, Liquid will be moving on in the upper bracket against OG.
I mean, that looked like a little bit of a miscommunication there from Alliance there at the end, because I thought Ake was going to Fiend's Grip Matumba Man, and then they were going to go in with the RP on maybe 1 or 2, and it didn't happen, and there's Gyrocopter got 4-man, but the game was